Hey guys, it's Bina, and in this video I want to talk about some strategies for CoF. So you are in CoF, you have lots of prophecies and you want to do them quick, and you grab, a lot of prophecies for bosses. For example, follow the Outcast timeline, defeat Abomination, defeat Raya, and then you can fulfill those 4 times or 2 times or however many times, right? How do you do these prophecies quickly and efficiently? Well, there's a little trick here. If you go into your timeline, so always prepare your timeline with stability. As you know, you can craft on items. You just buy any random item or find, you can craft on any item, and then you use your glyph of envy. This will add stability to your timeline, right? So if I do it with this one here, the glyph of stability changes the item to something else. But this is essentially just a mechanic to add stability to your timelines of the last echo that you've completed in. So my last echo I've completed was in the Black Sun. So whenever I go and craft on this item, it will add stability to the Black Sun. Boom. 0 stability gained because I'm already full stability in here, I guess. Yeah, I'm full stability. So the trick is bring your stability up, whether it is with the glyphs of envy or by doing echoes, right? And then always keep this stability very high above the boss threshold. And then when you go to do your prophecy in here, so you might have one prophecy for each of these timelines to kill the boss, right? What you want to do, you want to go in, you want to lure the Harbinger, right? You want to get the Harbinger. So make sure you are luring him. And then once you kill the boss, before killing the Harbinger, you will exit out with a TP. What this will do is that you will proc the prophecy. You will only lose a very, very small amount of stability in your timeline. You proc the prophecy, you get it all. You see that the Harbinger the Harbinger spawns, but I exit. I got all of my prophecy, and then I only lost 50 stability. So I can do the boss again and again and again. Do my four prophecies in this timeline, and then move on to the next one. Then as you do this, you never actually have to complete an echo ever again, even to use a glyph of envy, because once you kill the boss once, that counts as having completed an echo, and then you can just craft more and more and more, right? Boom, 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 boom. You exit. So now if I had done all of my prophecies in here, I could go into my other timeline, and then because I kept my stability up all the time, right? Make sure that if you spend too much stability before leaving the timeline, just do another craft on any item with your glyph of envy, to make sure that you have enough for the next time that you want to come here and do your prophecies to be above this threshold here. But now I can go in here, I make sure that I lure the Harbinger as well, and I can do this prophecy now and never have to do an echo ever again to increase my stability and do your prophecy. That's my little tip and trick for today. It is not going to be an extremely long video. That was basically all I wanted to say for this one. Just increase your efficiency with your prophecies, with your prophecy farming, and with your prophecy completions, by keeping your timelines up in stability. Boom. And so now, as you can see, I have completed 1 out of 2 of this one and 2 out of 4 of this one. So that's going to help you out for your bosses. There's another thing as well. If you have a Shade of Orbis, for example, I'm not sure if I have I do have a timeline here. Stolen Lands. If you have a Shade of Orbis and you have one timeline that is lower, I think it's 20 corruption lower or 25 corruption lower than your other timelines, or if you have more than 8 Gates of Orbis, then after your first echo, there will always be a Shade of Orbis right here. So if you complete a shade, it resets the web, and then you do one more echo, and then you get another shade, right? So you keep this one always. This, you can keep one timeline like this, and then not have the timeline increase in corruption by choosing the Weaver Tree node here at the bottom left. Killing Shade no longer grants corruption into your timelines. So when you want to do your Shade of Orbis prophecies, you can use this strategy of not increasing the corruption and then going here. If you are too high corruption and you just want to lower it a little bit, there is always the Sanctuary of Eterra. You go in here. I can actually showcase it here. You go in the Sanctuary of Eterra. And then you kill these, you kill all of these bosses here that will spawn. And then after killing all of these ones, you pass this bridge, and then you will be able to lower your corruption by the amount that you want. So that is my little video about the tips and tricks for completing your prophecies more efficiently. Hope you learned something. I'll see you guys all in the next one.